And today this video is about the handful of things that you need to do differently when you first start driving a truck as opposed to when you start getting the hang of things. Alright, now I know it sounds like kind of a confusing topic, but let me just get right into it with the number one thing. So, when you first start driving a truck, when I first started driving a truck, I'd always try and swing the trailer as wide as possible because I didn't understand. You don't know how wide it's going to track, how narrow it's going to track if you're going to hit a sign pole. It's always better to err on the side of caution, so I might, swing out super wide, have like 2-3 feet around the curve or something like that. Like when you're making like a 90-degree turn like this, around a stop sign. And so you do that at first, but once you get comfortable with the truck, what you're going to want to do is try and make them turns tighter, know exactly where your trailer is going to track, and so you can get it right around. And the point of this is that you'll know exactly where you could fit. Eventually you're going to know exactly an inch or two, if you could fit in a place, if you can make a turn. And another big thing about this is if you could turn around. I did a video on trying to avoid U-turns, but you got to know if you pull into a space, you got to know if you can get out of there. I did a video on that as well. God, I got so many videos. Check them out. But like I said, the number one thing is when you're making a turn, when you first start, make it really wide. Watch your front bumper. Don't hit anything with your front bumper, but definitely don't hit anything with your trailer. But tighten that up as you get better. But there's a couple other things you definitely need to know about your truck. At first, always err on the side of caution when stopping. Because you're going to be learning how to shift. Hopefully, you're not driving an automatic. And you gotta, and you don't know when your truck's gonna stop, how long it's gonna take when you're going this speed or that speed until you really get used to it. So what you gotta do is, ease onto the brakes, get used to downshifting and everything, get yourself real comfortable where you can get it really good, consistent. And consistency is a real big thing, like when you're racing. Very similar to driving a truck. You want to be able to consistently stop. You want to be able to consistently make a turn. So get comfortable with your truck, but know exactly how far it will take to stop at different speeds, and try to get to where you're comfortable with consistently stopping in an emergency situation at a certain length. And always remember that you got a load on here too most of the time. You don't want it sliding forward. And if you're empty, you don't want your trailer brakes to lock up. Or in the snow, you don't want it to lock up. So take it easy braking at first, but also be aware of how quickly you can brake. And now that we're on the subject of braking, also acceleration. When you get out into traffic, you got to know exactly how quickly your truck can accelerate. And so, like when you're first driving, like I said, always err on the side of caution. So wait till you got a lot of not any cars coming, then turn into traffic, make your left turn, whatever you got to do. But as you start getting comfortable, shifting the gears right, getting to where you can accelerate really good, you should know how quickly you can accelerate. When you're making a left turn, you should know if you can make it and your trailer's going to miss the guy coming or anything like that. And now this last one is a little bit off topic, but since we're talking about rookie drivers, I wanted to bring this up. A lot of drivers, when they get out of school, they think that they were taught, oh, shift into this gear at 20 mile an hour, shift into this gear at 25 mile an hour, and that's not how it works. You got to really understand how the truck and engine works and all that, and every truck is different and every load is different. When you got a light load, you can shift it earlier. You got a heavy load, you're going to want to wind it up to 1500. And in the lower gears, you can get away with short shifting it, and then higher gears, you're going to want to wind it up, especially with a 10 speed and all that. So I'm going to try and make that my next video, is that there's no absolutes. There's no, well, not a lot of that structured thing where it's like this every single time in truck driving too. So I'm going to try to make that my next video. I just wanted to add a little bonus to this one, and I think I'm going to wrap up this video. So that's the things that where you got to drive differently when you first start driving a truck, as opposed to year, 2 years, whatever down the road, couple months down the road. It's Matt with Tips for Truckers. Have a great day.